words, you're saying that Mashiach is almost anticlimactic. The struggle of life is because of the entanglement of good and evil. And we believe, Torah teaches us that these challenges make us better and reveal additional light. When Mashiach comes, the world is perfect. If when Mashiach comes, the world is perfect, so it's almost like the coming of Mashiach is a disappointment. It's defeating the purpose of creation. So there's a couple of points. Number one, there is a pasuk that describes a period which is called Yomim She'ein Behem Chayfetz. There's a period of time when there's going to have no ruts, no desire, because everything is going to be perfect and there'll be nothing to do. So it's Ein Behem Chayfetz. Now, of course, this is a very uncomfortable idea because it doesn't make sense that the schar for work is nothing. But let's leave Yomim She'ein Behem Chayfetz for a different time. What's important for you to understand, and this is very critical, is that the statement you made is false. Mashiach is not about a perfect world. It's just not true. The idea that Mashiach ushers in a perfect age is a simplification. And forgive me for saying it, it's a Christian idea, it's a Goyish idea. And it's pashat not true. If you want to know what Mashiach is, open up a Rambam, in Hilchas Tshuva, Peirik Tes, and in Hilchas Malacha, Peirik Beis, Halacha Daled, and see what the Rambam says about Mashiach. And I'll tell you briefly what it says so you'll be able to understand. You're right. There is a period of time which is Yomim She'ein Behem Chayfetz, but that's not Mashiach. We're trying to bring Mashiach for a totally different reason. What Mashiach is a separate thing, but it's also not perfect. And perfection has got a third thing. So let me address two of the 3 points. The idea of Yomim She'ein Behem Chayfetz, I'm not ready to address at the moment. But first of all, why do we want Mashiach? So again, there's a lot of misunderstanding about what the Mashiach is. And yes, it's true that the Rebbe would always scream and say that the inyan of Mashiach is for tzaddas. The Eibishter has tzaddas, Yidden have tzaddas, Shchinta B'Galusa, and so on. But there's a basic teaching of the Rebbe, which is that we want Mashiach so that the world could achieve its shleimus. What's the shleimus of the world? That there should be what the Rebbe calls shleimus ha'am, and shleimus ha'aretz, and shleimus ha'Torah. And that the shleimus ha'am and shleimus ha'aretz and shleimus ha'Torah in a narrow way is connected to Eretz Yisrael and Jewish people, and in a broader way is connected to all of the humanity and the whole world, the whole globe. Think about it in these words. The Torah is the blueprint of the world. If the Torah is the blueprint of the world reflects the Torah. When was the last time the whole Torah was practiced on earth? When was the last time every aspect of Torah, in as much as the blueprint of the world, was evident in the building that was created by that blueprint? And the answer is never. It never happened. In the time of Shlomo HaMelech, the best of times, we could keep 612 and 2/3 mitzvahs out of the total of 613 mitzvahs. There was always something we couldn't complete. And Mashiach is allowing us to do all of the mitzvahs, Taryag mitzvahs, 630 mitzvahs completely, in the whole of Eretz Yisrael, by the whole of the Jewish people. And it's not only because Hashem wants more mitzvahs. It's because until this world tolerates all of the mitzvahs, it's a shaila on the Eibish's balabatashkeit of this world. Hashem created the world. Is he the boss or is he not the boss? If he's the boss, he can do what he wishes. How could it be he made a world based on a blueprint and the machine is not performing to the instruction manual that's saying it should perform? The machine is performing, it says in Sfarim that we have only 86 mitzvahs now, Pevav mitzvahs say, out of 248. So you have a machine, and the machine comes along with an instruction manual, and the instruction manual says this machine can do kach v'kach, and it's doing half or a third or 2/3. It's a shaila on the machine. What kind of manufacturer is this? The world needs to be in a state of shleimus so that the world should reveal that it's the Eibishter's world, and that the Torah is taka balabayis over the world. That's the concept of Mashiach, the way it's explained in Rambam, shleimus ha-Torah va-mitzvah, all of Yidden living in a whole of Eretz Yisrael, doing all of the mitzvahs, which shows how the whole world belongs to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's point one. In terms of what we are achieving, so the Rambam says this, that when life, the Rambam goes in the Shita, that when life is hard, you can do less. And when life is better, you can do more. We have other Sifrei Musar who say the opposite, that the true infinity of a person reveals itself in the difficult times, but the Rambam doesn't hold that. The Rambam holds that if a Jew is going to do well, he has to have a good environment. Only when you're healthy can you serve Hashem, and so on. So Mashiach is an opportunity to live in a good world, which is not so challenged, so you can do Torah mitzvahs better. So now, because of the challenges, we can't do Torah mitzvahs as well. Because there'll be fewer challenges, we'll be able to do mitzvahs perfectly. The idea that the world is perfect and there's nothing for us to do is not Yemeis HaMashiach, it's Elam Haba. But Yemeis HaMashiach is absolutely a world of challenge. And the Rebbe has a Sikha, I mentioned before the Sikha, there's two Sikhas. There's one Sikha on the Torah of Mashiach, and there's one Sikha on the Torah of La'asad Lavei. The Sikha on the Torah of Mashiach is Shavuos Tafshin and Aleph. Torah Chadash Amiti Teitze. And the Sikha of Elam Haba is from Tishrei Tafshin and Beis. HaTorah, Halachas Torah Shba'peh, Eina B'Teim Li'elam. And when the Rebbe says, in the Sikha is after Mashiach comes to like Beis Shammai, as opposed to Beis Hillel. But not because we're more afraid of Klippa, so you have to be more Machmir. But because by not doing things, by having a higher no, you're bringing down a light of a lakus, which can only be brought down indirectly. So L'asad Lavei is also going to be a yes and a no. But the yes and a no is not going to be a confused yes and a no. It's going to be a challenge to push ourselves beyond our limits and to reveal a higher light.